Wisconsin is known around the globe for its delicious and expertly crafted cheeses. And many of the finest examples produced in America's Dairyland are sold right here at Krohn Dairy Store. Our rich cheese-making tradition goes all the way back to 1892 and is carried through 4 generations of the Krohn family. Today, Krohn Dairy Store sells cheese made at our Luxemburg plant, along with around 100 other exceptional cheeses from across the state. You'll always find the very best parts of the Wisconsin experience. From cheese and pizzas to locally made wines, gifts, and more, customers come from far and wide to enjoy our unique selection and outstanding flavor. The community has relied on Krohn's for our high-quality cheese for many years, and even before we had our store.
I don't know exactly when our cheese store started because it was part of the plant. So what would happen is in our old cheese plant, we'd be working in the plant right by the vats, and customers would come in the door, right? And we had a walk-in cooler similar to the one right here. And then whoever was the least busy at the time would go into the cooler and sell their cheese. And, we did not have the variety of cheese that we have now, obviously.
Cheese has been around for thousands of years and remains one of our favorite foods still today. Americans eat an average of more than 30 pounds per person per year. At Krohn's, we're dedicated to selling cheeses of the highest quality. Producing cheese that meets our lofty standards requires close attention to detail at every step. It starts at the farm and carries over to the factory before finally reaching your table. Cheesemaking is a fascinating process that combines art and science. For cheeses available at Krohn's, it all starts with high-quality milk. We partner with nearby farms who share our dedication and values. The dairy farmers put great focus on animal care in recognizing that comfortable and healthy cows produce the finest milk. Those farmers also care deeply about their land and use sustainable practices that will help ensure their farms will remain viable for future generations. Each day, they pump their fresh milk into chilled tanker trucks for transport to our facility. Once raw milk arrives at our plant, it is tested for the presence of antibiotics before being unloaded. If none are found, the milk is unloaded and inspected for wholesomeness and standardized to a desired fat content, which varies based on the variety of cheese. For example, milk used to make mozzarella and feta cheeses has less fat than milk used to make cheddar. The milk is then pasteurized to ensure purity. During pasteurization, milk is heated to 161 degrees for 15 seconds and chilled quickly back to process temperature. Now the milk is ready to be turned into delicious cheese. In Wisconsin, about 90% of the milk produced is used to make cheese. Wisconsin's dairy farms produce more than 2.5 billion gallons of milk a year, enough to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool more than 21,000 times. That's a lot of milk, but it takes a large quantity to be a world leader in cheese production. It takes 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese. Today, our Luxemburg manufacturing facility is known for producing some of the world's finest mozzarella and provolone. Our cheese plant also produces the delicious, fresh, and squeaky cheese curds that are a favorite of our customers. They're made and sold fresh every Monday and Friday, and we sell around 800 pounds every week. We have 33 different flavors, so you're bound to find a favorite. Cheesemakers at our sister plants make several wholesome varieties. In the early 2000s, Krohn Dairy Products joined forces with Simon's Cheese in Little Chute and Waiawega Milk Products. If you've ever enjoyed fried mozzarella sticks at a restaurant, there's a good chance they came from our Little Chute plant. Little Chute's frozen sticks are packaged in bulk and sent to breading companies to become delicious and shareable appetizers. Our Waiawega plant is known for its award-winning sharp and extra sharp cheddar. It's also the nation's largest producer of feta cheese. Today, all 3 plants are part of the AgroPure family, which takes great pride in delivering nutritious, high-quality dairy products to tables throughout the world. AgroPure's Wisconsin cheese plants are joined by facilities in Minnesota, Iowa, South Dakota, and Idaho. Our dedication to the highest quality is exemplified by the people who produce our cheese. We're proud to have several Wisconsin master cheesemakers as part of our team. Not just anyone can use the master title. All of Wisconsin's master cheesemakers have at least 10 years of experience. They go through a rigorous course of study that's been called a PhD in cheese. The final proof is in their product. Before earning their title, prospective masters have their cheeses sampled by experts to ensure their work is worthy of the important designation. These master cheesemakers, along with other skilled company cheesemakers, consistently earn medals from prestigious cheese contests, such as the Wisconsin State Fair and the U.S. and World Championships. We've earned international status for our world champion mozzarella, cheddar, provolone, and feta. Look for our distinctive cheeses carrying the Master's Reserve label while browsing our selection at Krohn Dairy Store. And know you're purchasing some of the finest cheese in the world. Whether you're one of our regulars or traveled a long distance, you'll find it is just one of the things that makes Krohn Dairy Store special.
Krohn Dairy has a lot of fun items. Besides our great cheeses and our cheese curds and string cheese, we have a lot of local items like Bonsteel wine, Parallel 44, and cut up meats. We also have Winky's Market from Door County and Green Bay olive oil. We have a lot of different local items that also come in that have been handmade, like hand towels and soaps. There's just a great variety of giftware and cheese cutting boards and all types of items that make it fun for shopping.
So, just how is our high-quality milk transformed into the cheeses we all love? Once our milk is tested, standardized, and ready for cheese production, it is pumped into large vats. As they fill, special ingredients called starter cultures are added to provide the desired cheese flavor. When the cheese vat is full, an enzyme called rennet is added, causing the milk to thicken like custard. It is then cut into tiny pieces that look like cottage cheese. This separates the liquid, called whey, from the cheese solids, called curds. The curds and whey are stirred and cooked until the curd reaches just the right amount of firmness for the type of cheese to be made. The whey is drained and processed in another part of our plant to create a variety of useful dairy ingredients. Once considered a waste product, whey is now a valuable product just as our cheese. Whey protein is manufactured in the form of concentrates or isolates right here in Luxemburg and sold for use in food or beverage production. Since whey protein helps build muscle, it's very popular in the world of sports nutrition. Whey protein is also used in medical nutrition, infant formula, and a variety of other applications. Our small curds are matted together on the draining and matting conveyor. Mat that is formed is then cut into cheese curds, which then pass through the salting belt. Cheddar curds at the Weyauwega plant are placed into molds and pressed to form 640-pound blocks, which are then placed into coolers for aging. For feta, added cultures and rennet transform the milk into thickened feta curds in less than an hour and a half. For the award-winning mozzarella and provolone made here in Luxemburg, processed curds are sent to a mixer and then heated and stretched like taffy in a process known as pasta filata. This stretching, along with specific cultures, give these cheeses their unique texture and flavor. Exceptional quality and exceptional service define your experience at the Krohn Dairy Store. Make it your first stop for great cheeses, delicious take-and-bake pizzas, snacks, and more. Stop by for a sandwich and some piping hot soup. Also, think of us when you're planning for a party or need the perfect gift. Treat your family to our squeaky cheese curds or put smiles on faces with our party trays. At Krohn Dairy Store, you're bound to find something special, and our friendly staff will make sure you leave satisfied. It's a Luxemburg tradition and a favorite destination to many from throughout Wisconsin.
I think part of the mystique is just how long this place has been here. I mean, like I said, it goes back to 1892. There's just a strong community bond to this place. And, we're off the beaten path. We're not on a major highway, but, the reputation, I think, of our cheese and just brings people out. Like, we're about 20 miles from Green Bay. It's not real far, so it's not a real long drive. And again, there's some other close markets, like the beet market and a winery not very far from here. So, people make that weekend drive out here.
At Krohn Dairy Store, we're dedicated to serving only the best to your family. There is no cheese like Wisconsin cheese. And for well over a century, we've proudly contributed to the Dairyland tradition for cheese-making excellence.